Wow, very nice gameplay. I didn't think that Zerg was going to be able to have this base for very long if Protoss attacked it with his initial attack force. The first time he got about the map with 6 zealots and 1 dragoon. Over here, a little confrontation. Very nice, killing the Scourge. I mean, not the Scourge, sorry. The Observer earlier than the army was going to confront the Lurker, so not going to do anything over here. With the +2 spines done, coming in from the back, trying to kill anything that he's able to. He's going to be able to snipe that, and yes, he is. More incoming units flooding in, macroing fairly well. A little bit of surplus minerals, but that's perfectly fine for both players since they are confronting each other. Is Protoss actually going to be able to take this down? It doesn't seem like he should be able to, but he might be brute forcing his way all the way in. No, it doesn't seem that Protoss is going to be able to with sniping his observers that way. 1 observer alive, but with incoming Scourge and Hydras, incoming Hydras, sorry. No incoming Scourge, it seems like he's going to actually lose it. Yeah, he's going to lose a force at the cost of a substantial amount of damage, but not enough to kill and put him into a commanding lead, or at least a beneficial lead for him to get back into the game and get his 4th base, or expand, or even be mobile around the map, since Zerg has complete and total map control. Sure, he has 89 supply to... wow, both same supply. Never mind then, because they've been trading in units over here with this little squabble. Surprising that those goons are still alive, though. Okay, +3 is finished. The Zerg has taken his 5th base. Seems that it's going to be under siege, but enough Zerglings going to be there to delay the reinforcements. I mean, to delay the Protoss so reinforcements could come back and give assistance. A lot of Templars out, but it seems that, yeah, he needs to be utilizing them to kill this base. And then, if I was him, I would put, what would I put? Nah, DTs wouldn't be worth it. Yeah, I guess I would put Reavers on. But that's just me. Then again, this is a high-level pro gamer. I think current pro gamer, or probably like... I don't know if they were playing this when they were actual pro gamers still, or... well, I'm guessing they should be, since this game isn't actually all that old. I believe it's 2010 game, so yeah, when they were current pro gamers in US East or US West or wherever, as they are not using a whole bunch of Korean text. Yeah, this most likely is US West, as they do like to chill there a lot. Over here, Zerg's gonna try to see if he can pick off any units. Not taking off any of the actual important units, being the High Templars. Going in over here for a little assault, trying to see how it is at the base. And another lurker drop, doing a lot of damage with these lurker drops, delaying the mining, forcing the use of storms, and overall just annoying the Protoss and forcing him to recall his army. Not only does Zerg get good scouting and get to pull himself a little bit farther into the game, but he forces Protoss to use his most crucial of spells, and at the same time dealing damage, so very nicely played. I'm curious to see where the Ultralisks are. I'm seeing a whole bunch of Zerglings, still incoming Hydras. Okay, the Zerg Carapace's Ultralisk Carapace is almost done. Well, actually that was less than half, right? No. Okay, about 80% done. Has units all over the map, so any movement by Protoss is going to be easily detected by Zerg. And not getting any other upgrades, but if I remember correctly, watching in one of Sale's VODs, the other upgrades in PvT, I'm thinking it also transfers over to PvZ, is not that significantly important, except for when you're assaulted continuously and wanting to defend. So it's not really all that important yet, until later on when the big buff of Protoss units is coming in. Seeing that he's in a very good lead, taking a double expand, well, triple expand actually, all of them about to go up at the same exact time. Protoss is making his move over here to the front. 145 supply for the Protoss to 122, but with those surplus minerals, going to be a lot of Ultralisks coming out for the map. And curious to see what Protoss is going to be able to do with this. He's got Okay, 1, 2 Archons, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Templars, and even leaving some units back here to defend against any drops. Okay, so an observer over here going to be able to spot this expansion. He's going to need to either kill that one or take this base and see if he'll actually do that. Enough Zerglings over here coming in to do a little bit of damage. Is he going to do a plague? And it doesn't seem like he will. Okay, the Defiler was sniped. And seeing that there's also a Reaver, not a Reaver, sorry, a Shuttle coming in with the armies, so could suspect any type of additional units, but just going to do a little bit of... Okay, very nice. Did a plague prematurely with, I guess... Wait, what? I saw the Defiler was over here, but then the plague was already started. I guess he had a Defiler in there or something. Okay, very nice. Taking out the base. Has an observer on this base, keeping tabs on it. And Zerg's just trying to move around, force Protoss to... well, just follow whatever bases he has and waste time instead of actually try to attack. Well, not really waste time, but try to confront his army. And again, considering this huge army, I don't think you really want to attack. 156 applied to the full upgrades for the Protoss units. And the full upgrades for the Hydroids. Already got +1 shields, very nice. That's going to give him additional support versus the Ultras. And here come in the Ultras. Do they actually want to engage? They need their supporting units right there and then. If he actually loses these Ultras first, that might actually be a big deal. The Storms are very good. The surround is nice, but there's too many supporting... Oh, wow. An actual 2 Defilers out, able to cast off 1 plague. Was going to try to do another one, but it seems that the micro is a little bit, I can't really say bad, but delayed, because he did have to control that army a bit. If not, he would have risked losing all of his units pretty much without doing much damage. Protoss in a pretty good lead right now, but he still needs to expand. I feel like he's taking too much time. Sure, he's making the units that he needs in order to confront the Zerg's army head on, but like, he needs to expand as soon as possible. Okay, here's a probe, but it has to wait until the creep is almost done on that one. I'm not sure. Could that creep actually see that he has the units there? Coming over here for a possible engagement. They're coming in with enough ultras, not ultras, enough lurkers and lings to come into support. And it seems like he's going to be driven off. Along with the sight of the Overlord, the DTs are going to pretty much be useless. Being sniped off with the splash damage from the lurker's spike. And not very much ultras, but enough units to possibly... Is he going to lose the shuttle? Okay, he won't. That's very good that Zerg was trying to pick it off, not just staying there and trying to macro up as most notable... Well, not... Okay, just most other players wouldn't do, showing the vast experience of the Zerg and the vast experience of the Protoss, not just trying to confront on a part of the map where he knows Zerg has complete and total setup to defend. Leaving some units back here. I'm not sure if he's aware about it. He has 3 Templars, needs to load them into the shuttle. Okay, gonna warp in, summon. Sorry, I thought it was warping. I'm so accustomed to StarCraft too. Gonna, okay, summon 2 more. Dang it, my throat. Summon 2 more Protoss Archons. Got a little bit more... Actually, not that much Dragoons into the army. Coming in over here with a small little drop, diversionary tactic. Gonna be able to snipe off the Nexus, and this is what I was talking about. Sure, he's able to... Wait, is he actually gonna be able to save it? Holy crap, he's actually able to save it. With only... Wow, 86, 87 HP left, and wow, the last Zergling actually getting the last kill off, so Protoss has got to be a little bit annoyed about that. But yeah, that's what I was talking about. He needs to take this base or take this base. He still hasn't taken it yet with all the opportunities that he was able to, but I guess he was more concerned on being able to confront the Zerg army, and then if he ends up losing the confrontation, then he's going to pretty much be rolled over because Zerg has the majority of the map. 172 supply for Zerg with the full upgrades on every single unit, and +1 shields for Protoss now up, so 313 or 113 as you see it here. 2 observers there, and actually needs a little bit more since he has pretty poor control over the observers as they're getting sniped initially, but much more on the fact that Zerg's doing good enough amount of damage killing them off before engagement. Very nice that he set the plague there really quick to the confronting. And another plague. Wow, very nice. Before the Archons could come in, so that way they're going to be softened up and he can't really engage it until his whole army is supporting. Very nice Storm over here killing a lot of the Zerglings, but the Dark Swarms are in place and enough Ultralisks are there to kill the softened up Protoss Archons, and that seems like it's going to be game. Very nice play by both players on a very old map. I look forward to seeing more old map based games, even island maps or 2v2 based maps. Not really a favorite of any. And supply with a commanding lead now, 160 supply to Protoss's 84 supply, so double the supply for Zerg and losing the 2 observers. And I wonder why Protoss still has his units here. Okay, sure, he's gonna be able to kill like 2 more Ultralisks, but yeah. And there it is, he calls GG. That was a very nice game played by both players, like I said just before. And let me see if I got any other games to show. Okay, Cloud. Oh, for those of you that remember Cloud back in the days that he was still playing in a very accomplished foreigner from, I think from France? Yeah, he was from France. In the clan TOT that is, well, now disbanded from Brood War. This is not the same Cloud, it's a Cloud from some other clan, Inf. I do not recognize that clan, but probably one of the old school clans, such as like SCM, StarCraft Majestic, started by a whole bunch of Koreans. Let's see. So I don't know. Alright, I guess I'll just ask like straight up, do you guys want to see like another replay of the week casted, or do I just stream ladder matches? I'm leaving you guys to vote, so I'll let you guys just vote for 5 or so minutes while I get a drink, because my throat's starting to hurt. Alright, gonna set up music if I have to stream. Oh yeah.